Sukant Chandan, Malcolm X movement in London. You said that Gaddafi has got the first and only till now reparation from colonialism, from a colonial power. But this success lasted too little because then he was killed.
Yeah, it's a complicated issue. Muammar Gaddafi and the Libyan Jamahiriya state, Pan-African, Pan-Arab socialist state, it achieved the first anti-imperialist reparations to some extent, not full reparations, but to a considerable extent from the Italian state and government. And he got Berlusconi to kiss the hand of the grandson of Omar Mukhtar, who was the greatest freedom fighter against the Italian colonizers. Yes, you're right. The NATO, led by Britain and France, destroyed Libya and facilitated the lynching and martyrdom of Muammar Gaddafi on October 21st in 2011. That's true. But
Gaddafi also calculated all the damages of colonial powers in Africa.
Yeah, that's right, Brother Paolo. He, if you go to YouTube and hear his speech, it's one of the best revolutionary speeches ever made at the UN General Assembly in 2008. He actually preceded Obama's first address at the UNGA, United Nations General Assembly. He advocated the African Union demand, which was reparations of over $700 trillion to the African states and people for the crimes and genocide of colonialism, European colonialism against Africa. You know, yeah, it's true, Libya was destroyed, but that's slightly another, connected, but it's another discussion to do with how global south countries can defend themselves successfully against imperialist attack. And very, very kind of briefly in a nutshell, it means we need regional military mutual defense pacts. That means if one country is attacked, all countries rally to the defense of that. The imperialists, they have their military alliance, which is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Gaddafi actually was in talks with the Latin American comrades of Morales, Lula, Castro, Chavez to form a global South military alliance, which was called the South Atlantic Treaty Organization. So he was trying. That was a strategy, but we didn't develop that enough. And there's a long discussion as to what Libya should have considered doing, as to have a better capacity to resist the NATO onslaught in 2011. But you know, you're dealing with the greatest military alliance ever known in the history of the world. That is NATO. And when they come for you with all guns firing, it's very difficult to resist and win that. But Libyans are continuing, it's not over. Libyans are continuing the anti-colonial struggle and it's doing very well, actually.